Mario Lopez.
What up? It's Mario Lopez. Joining me now in studio, actor, singer, songwriter Darren Criss and his brother Chuck. What's going on, guys?
Hello.
Not much, man. Good to be here.
Thanks for coming. So you guys have a band together.
We do.
Computer games.
Yeah. How about that?
Cool title right there. How would you describe this sound and what led to the collaboration?
Well, we'll start with the collaboration thing. I mean, we've been playing music our whole lives together, and Chuck had been in a band for a long time, and I kind of had my own little rabbit hole that I fell down with my TV and acting stuff, which we're very both fortunate to have had. And I got to a point where I was like, I've got to put out my own record, and I wasn't sure if I wanted it to be a solo thing. And so Chuck and I have been collaborating for so long that the songs that I wanted to put out were our songs, and it became clear to me that it wasn't going to be a me thing, it was an us thing. So the band is called Computer Games. Chuck, what do we sound like? What's our thing?
I mean, at least with this EP, it's very 80s inspired, I think, because it comes from a nostalgic place, and we're harking back to, the record we wanted to make when we were kids, and, the records that were popular when we were growing up were like these late 80s, early 90s dance records.
Nothing wrong with that. Love that.
It's it kind of just made its way into the music kind of subconsciously.
It definitely wasn't intentional, but I think a lot of because the thematic elements of the record is so nostalgic, it just sort of happened naturally. Like if you told me a year ago that we were going to put out a record that somebody would say sounds like Miami Sound Machine, I'd be like, no way, man, we can't sound like that. We're not good enough to do that. So we somehow pulled it off, and we're really thrilled that people have been kind of referencing those bands because we love those groups.
Nice, man. And your first EP is called Lost Boys Life, a little throwback right there. Mm-hmm. Tell us about these songs. There's a new single. You got Lost Boys Life, then the new single is Every Single Night.
Yes.
Right? So tell me a little bit about those.
Every Single Night is just one of these huge, I think one of the main adjectives that we use for music is just completely unapologetic. I mean, Chuck was in a very hip band called Freelance Whales. I think both of us I think any artist can get consumed with how can I be as cool or poignant or interesting as possible, and your head just goes farther and farther up your butt. And I think once you just embrace doing something fun and accessible to as many people, I think that's what becomes really fun for us. So that's kind of what we set out to do. I mean, Every Single Night is just this really big, fun pop tune with just every pop, what do we say? Oh, more is more on that one. Like, we're usually consumed with taking things back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we played the song for our friend Ben, and he's like, wow, you guys are doing everything on this song.
Doing everything.
Like, there's a guitar solo, there's a horn break, there's a key change.
There's everything
like
going on.
Every indulgence you can take as a songwriter, we're like, yeah, let's do that.
Let's just do it.
And then it all ended up on this one song.
So it's just a celebration of, of overabundance of fun things.
Do we have a clip of it, Fraser?
We do. Our computer's really slow, ironically.
Computer speakers. I can't hear that bass.
Put it in later.
Yeah, they'll put it in. Yeah, I get a little Miami Sound Machine, a little El DeBarge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get that, but nice,
Chili
man. That's
and
fun.
Gloria and Lionel and Phil Collins, all those guys. So.
Very cool, very cool. And the creative process, you guys designate a certain time, like, all right, let's write a song, or is it just sort of like as it comes to you? And
yeah, I mean, it's different for everybody. If there was a timetable to creativity, then everybody would be a creative genius. But things just kind of come to you. Chuck started this song off, and he would email it to me, and I'd email notes, and I would add that horn part and send it back to him. And that's kind of the cool thing about the digital age, and why our band is called Computer Games. I mean, we have many reasons for it, but the truth is, when we were kids, it was like SimCity,
Oregon Trail,
and those things evolved into music production. So basically, the music that we're making is quite literally what you just listened to is literally a computer game to us. So, making digital music and being able to email it and email back and add parts and create it. Right. You literally just played computer games. You played a computer game. Right. So, it's just been a fun back and forth for a long time. And the reason why we had to put this music out is just because it seemed long overdue. We wanted the world to hear it.
Good for you. Looking forward to checking out the whole thing. And Darren, wanted to talk to you real quick about signing on to season 3 of American Crime Story. I mean, you're playing the Versace serial killer, Andrew Cunanan, which is a fascinating story.
It is a fascinating story, yeah. A lot of people don't know the whole story, and I would encourage people not to Google anything. I think there's a lot more to it than people know. Yeah, it's a weird thing to be playing a real person that you know lived and walked on this earth and had family and friends, and so there's a certain responsibility and sensitivity that one must apply to that. But it is exciting nonetheless to be part of such a prestigious project with so many incredible people. So I'm looking forward to it.
And Ryan Murphy knows how to pull that together. Obviously, doing an amazing job with the O.J. Simpson story. And it's funny because I specifically remember when this all happened. I think we spoke before. Andrew Cunanan happened to live in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
My parents actually knew his parents. I was
Yeah.
like, what? And then I was in Miami the week before. And his house, which I'm sure you've seen, was literally
Versace's house.
Versace's house is literally on South Beach.
It's on the main
literally
drag.
on the main.
Yep.
It's so accessible.
It's so
accessible. It's so. And he used to walk
It's
at
eerie,
the news
man.
cafe. Yeah, it's really. It's
Yeah.
like wow, man, when it happened. So I'm anxious to see.
Me too.
The backstory and how it comes together. And talk about the cast really quick. I mean, we've got everybody from Ricky Martin to
Edgar
Penelope
Ramirez,
Cruz,
Penelope
Edgar Ramirez,
Cruz.
yes.
That's all we have for now. But you know, if that's our kind of starting lineup, I'm excited to see who comes after that because it's a big cast. There's a lot of people, and yeah, we go to Miami in a couple weeks, and while I'm looking forward to shooting something in Miami, you know, going to those steps and going to that house, it's gonna be real eerie, man. But I'm glad I'm with good people. That'll be a nice, safe place to
Exactly. Looking forward to it. And also, you're a part of this DC TV universe now, playing the villain.
Yeah.
Music Meister on
Villain's-
Supergirl and the Flash.
Villain's a stretch. I did this episode a while ago with it was a crossover episode between the Flash and Supergirl, and yeah, that was wacky. So it's that wasn't a true villain. If your evil power is to make people sing and dance, then I guess we're all villains.
Right, Broadway is just crawling
Yeah,
with villains out there.
Yeah.
Your girl Leah Michelle was just here.
Yeah.
What was up with this night you all spent at Jumbo's? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't talk about that. Should we talk about that on the air?
She also told us to ask you about her spending the night.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. This shouldn't be on the air.
Slumber parties, the
Yeah.
whole deal. She's the one that
Yeah.
brought it up. We didn't know about all this.
I don't know what she said, but you know she's good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Jeez. Jeez. No, she crashed in the. Shay Chris is a good crash pad for my friends that live on the west side. I'm trying to make it sound naughty, but it truly wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. She lives in like the opposite end of the universe from me. So if you're gonna hang out, with
Where's she
me-
live?
Oh, shall I give the address on the air?
No, but like the east side?
She lives west of the west. If
west
there's-
of the west. Got
West
it,
of the
okay.
west. She's out there,
Got it,
man.
got
So
it,
if you're
got
gonna
it.
come visit me, it was like just crash here. But it was great to catch up with her, and we were out with Cord Overstreet too. Who also has some great music out. Who I gotta give a good shout out to. But it was a great catch up night for all of us, and we went out to the bars and had a good old rollicking time. It was nice to let loose after years of not seeing each other.
That's
Yeah.
nice, man. No,
Yeah.
she's super cool. And Chuck, I saw on social media that you guys took a Parker class and you ended up dislocating your shoulder. Is that true?
Oh, parkour.
Oh, parkour. Yeah, this was,
Yeah, what is that?
This was
Parkour?
usually- that's the
Free
when-
jumping?
when you're
You know?
jumping on buildings to buildings.
Oh,
and,
there's a class that offers
This was more than 10 years ago, by the way.
what? Yeah.
this is over 10 years ago. We were about to actually,
Who offers that?
Crazy people.
our local gymnasium was offering the class, and I was like, sure, we can do that. And you know, I think there was something where we on the uneven bars that they're, you know, quote unquote
They like made an
training us to
obstacle
do.
course, right?
Yeah. You
And
wiped
then,
out?
I just heard my shoulder like crack out of its socket, and then I turned pale.
I just remember Chuck
And then
sitting
they
there
read-
with his arm out of his body and him just being pale white, like delirious. And I go, Chuck, do you want us to put your arm back on your body? And Chuck just goes, yeah, that'd be sick.
Wow. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
It's not.
They're very nervous. They're like, "Can you sign this waiver?"
Yeah.
yeah.
After the fact.
You've chilled on the jumping since then?
I haven't done any parkour since.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We've been focusing on the music.
Don't
It
do
seems more.
parkour, kids.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Yeah.
you two. All right, before we let you go, I'll put you on the spot. Quick questions, quick answers, all right? Current song obsession.
Oh man. New Lord, I guess. I'm really happy with the New Lord track.
What you, Chuck?
I'm just listening to a lot of Billy Joel right now.
Just
Yeah. Little throwback. Okay.
Yeah, it's just all Billy Joel right now.
First show on your DVR.
First show on DVR. Well, I guess it's also DVR is synonymous with Netflix queue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, God,
Oh, I'm watching The Crown right now, and it's
I was going to say The Crown,
So great.
but I don't. So my girlfriend's in charge of that queue because she watches more than I do and has it all kind of under control. So I think most of the recorded space on my DVR is just all of Vanderpump Rules.
Right.
That's all. That's all it is.
I know, I can
that's
feel
her
you.
thing. I can't get through it, but she
All
loves
right.
it.
Least favorite word or saying?
Saying.
It's funny when people say surreal about things that aren't surreal.
Or they
Yeah.
use ironic when it's not ironic at all.
Ironic, yeah. I don't. A jury's out on this one, but people say, "Oh my God, this stuff is so addicting," and I'm like, "Isn't it addictive?"
Right.
Isn't it? I mean, it is addicting if you're using the transitive verb of what it is doing to you.
Right.
But if you're describing it, wouldn't it be addictive? I guess they both apply, but for some reason,
It's the grammar in general.
yeah,
I feel you.
they
I feel
both
it.
work. I prefer addictive.
Time travel destination.
Oh, I think I would. I know exactly what my answer would be. I would go. I would love to see the Beatles. I would go to Hamburg. I would go to that bar. I'd grab a beer. And I'd sit right at the bar and I'd listen to like 18, 19-year-old.
Little intimate setting right there. Yeah.
Playing for like their first couple years. That would be a dream.
Right.
Is this where I'm a jerk? I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just go back and kill Hitler? Yeah, enjoy the Beatles.
Enjoy the Beatles. You could save millions of lives.
That's our first poignant answer coming back
Yeah.
with that. We haven't gone that route, but hey,
Yeah.
good for you.
I would try to save as many lives as possible. Well, I just want to have a beer and watch.
the course of human history.
Give the
can't believe you
captain of the
wasted that
Titanic a
opportunity.
heads up about that
Yeah, yeah.
iceberg.
Don't get on that boat.
Don't get that boat. Stay here, hang out.
Nice. All right. On that note, the Lost Boys Life EP is available wherever you get music. You can follow them on Twitter at We Play Computers. Darren, Chuck, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks
guys.
for having us, man. It's a lot of fun.
On with Mario Lopez.